Hello student, welcome to last chapter of Advanced Java Programming, that is Servlet. This chapter have 14 marks. So now we start the sixth chapter. The learning outcome of today's video, first we see the introduction to Servlet and then we see the life cycle of Servlet. Okay, so these are the learning outcome of today's video. So first we start with the Servlet. Servlet can be described in many ways depending on the context. So in simple language, servlet is the server side programming. Okay, in the chapter we see the what is use of servlet and how we can create the different types of servlet. Okay, so first point is servlet is the technology which is used to create a web application. Okay, so servlet is one technology that create web applications. We can use different types of web application, and in web application in server side servlets are used. Servlet is an API that provide many interface and classes including documentation. Okay, so there are some packages and there are some interface and classes related to the servlet API. Servlet is an interface that must be implemented for creating an servlet. Okay, so servlet is one interface in Java and that is used to implement the creation of the servlet. Servlet is the class that extend capability of the servers and responds to incoming request. It can respond to any request. Okay, so simple in any just we take one example. If we take Gmail example, okay, everyone have Gmail account and we can access the Gmail server. Okay, so when you enter your email address and password and when you click on login button, the request is sent to the server and after that server process that request. Okay, so when server process the request, it use the servlet. Okay, next, servlet is the web component that is deployed on the server to create dynamic web page. Okay, so servlets are connected with the database or any server that respond to the request of client. Okay, and one main point, servlet are used for the multiple request or so. It can process multiple requests at a time also. So this is about the servlet. Next, we see the diagrammatical representation of working of servlet. So first, this is our client machine, and this is server. Okay, so when you just we take one example, Gmail account, and when you enter your email address and password, that time and when you click on login button, that time request is sent to the server. Okay, then server process that request and then which is generate the response at runtime, and this is server side programming and which send the response to that request to the directly to the client. Okay, so in this phase servlets are used, which is communicate between server and client. Okay, so this is simple diagrammatical representation of working of servlets. Okay, then advantages, we see the advantages of servlet. There are many advantages of servlet. There are many advantages of servlet over the CGI. So now what is CGI? CGI is the common gateway interface. Remember that CGI is the common gateway interface which have many disadvantages like performance, like in performance, in speed. Okay, so servlet have some advantage over the CGI that we see one by one in this slide. The web container create thread for handling the multiple requests to the servlet. Okay, next, thread have many benefits over the process, such as they share a common memory area, lightweight, cost of communication between the thread are low. Okay, so we study in operating system the difference between thread and process. Okay, so some that part also we can see in this servlet. Threads are have some benefit over the process like area, lightweight, memory area, cost. Okay, The advantages of servlet are as follow. First, better performance, because it creates the thread for each request, not process. Okay, so simple. In servlet, for every request, thread is created instead of process. In CGI, the process is created, and process have some disadvantages. Okay, like in cost, memory, and lightweight. Okay, so first advantage of servlet are better performance, because it creates the thread for each request, not process. Second advantage is portability, because it uses the Java language. Okay, so portability is one advantages of servlet. Why? Because it uses the Java language. Robust. Okay, servlets are robust. JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine Managed Servlets. So we don't need to worry about the memory leak, garbage collection. Why? Because we simple see the one concept of garbage collection in Java. The garbage collection are clear automatically. Okay, so this is because of Java language. Secure, it is also same reason for that. Secure, because it use the Java language. So servlets are very secure, robust, portability, better performance, all are because of it use the Java language. Okay, so remember this thing also. Servlet use the Java programming language. If anyone asks you servlet use which language, that time your answer is servlet use the Java language. Next, we see the life cycle of servlet. There are three stages of servlet. Okay, so mainly there are three stages of the servlet life cycle: new, ready, and end. Okay, the servlet is in new state if servlet instance is created. Means when object of servlet is created, that time it is in new state. After invoking the init method. Okay, so first method is in picture, that is init method. Init method, when it is invoked, servlet come into ready state. Okay, means when servlet by calling init method, servlet goes into ready state from new state. Then in the ready state, servlet perform all tasks. Means all tasks means it handle all the requests received in the server. Okay, that all is processed in the ready state. When the web container invoke the destroy method, it shift to the end state. Okay, so there are main three steps, three stage, and every stage have one respective method. First state, new state. Okay, after invoking init state, it goes into ready state, and in ready state it handle all requests by service method. And in when destroy method is called, that time it is goes from ready to end state, or we can say destroyed state. Okay, the diagrammatical representation is like this. First is in init state, when call one only once. Okay, so init, this method is only called once. Then when init state is init method is called, that time server goes into ready state, and in ready state it use the service method. Okay, service method, what is use of service method? It handle multiple client requests and response send response to that request. Okay, and when destroy method is called, that time it is goes into end state, and destroy method also call only once. Okay, so there are three methods: init, service, and destroy. Init and destroy only call once. The service method we can call multiple times. Okay, as if the 5 requests are received, that time 5 times service method is called. Okay, so it is simple life cycle of servlet. Then we see the what is steps of life cycle of servlet. The steps in life cycle of servlet: first step is servlet class is loaded. Second step is servlet instance is created. Means you can say servlet object is created. Third is init method is invoked. Fourth method, service method is invoked. And last step, destroy method is invoked. So these 5 steps are included in the life cycle of servlet. Then we see one by one. First step is servlet class is loaded. The class loader is responsible to load the servlet class. Okay, so class loader is responsible to First step, the servlet class is loaded when the first request for the servlet is received by the web container. Okay, so when first request is received at the server end, that time servlet class is loaded. Okay, so this is first step. Second step is servlet instance is created. Okay, so the web container create the instance of servlet after loading the servlet class. Okay, so once the servlet class is loaded, then web container create the instance of servlet. Okay, the servlet instance is created only once in the servlet lifecycle. So it is very important. Only one time servlet object is created. Instance is created means object is created. Next step, init method is invoked. The web container call the init method only once after creating the servlet instance. Means first class loader is loaded, then servlet class is loaded, then then servlet instance is created, and then init method is invoked. The init method is used to initialize the servlet. Okay, so init method is responsible to initialize the servlet. It is the lifecycle method of java x.servlet.servlet. Okay, so package is java x.servlet, and in that package servlet is one class. Okay, or interface. Servlet is interface. Okay, then syntax of init method is like public void init, in which have one parameter servlet configure class object, which throw may be servlet exception. Okay, so this is three steps of life cycle of servlet. Next step, service method is invoked. The web container class the service method. Okay, that means web container calls the service method each time when request of the servlet is received. Okay, so when the request are received, that time service method is called. If the 10 time request is received, that time 10 times service method is called when request is received. If servlet is not initialized, it follows the first three steps as described above, then call the service method. Okay, so when if the request is sent by a client and the servlet are not initialized, that time first three methods are follow, and then service method is called. If the servlet is initialized, it calls the service method. Okay, notice that servlet is initialized only once. Okay, so it is one time call for initialization. The syntax of service method of the servlet interface is like, okay, public void service, which have two parameters, servlet request object and servlet response. Okay, so the servlet request and servlet response are two class in the Java, which throw may be servlet exception or input output exception. So this is fourth step in the servlet lifecycle. And the last step is destroy method is invoked. The web container call the destroy method before removing the servlet instance from the service. Okay, it gives the servlet an opportunity to clean up any response, for example memory, thread, etc. Okay, so before calling destroy method, so it perform some task like clean up the clean up memory, thread. Okay, the syntax for destroy method is display like the public void destroy. So it is the simple life cycle of servlet, which have five methods, no sorry, which have three methods and five steps. Okay, so it is very important part, and it is introduction to servlet. In this lecture we see the what is servlet and what is the life cycle of servlet. Okay, thank you.